Hey bro, what's up? Welcome to the official quitting porn tier list. I basically made all the points that I thought about that I used to quit porn, and I want to rank them from S to D tier, like complete garbage to extremely helpful. And by the way, if you are someone who is struggling with quitting porn and you try to quit a lot of times and nothing really worked for you, then click the link down below and join my community. I have a full blueprint on how to quit it, but I don't want to talk anymore. Let's start. And the first one is basically going outside, and I want to rank this in B tier because going outside is basically, it's pretty helpful when you're outside. You basically don't think about porn when you're outside with your friends or something. The problem with this is it's not really gonna help you with your porn problem, because a lot of people who are porn addicted, they go outside, for example, for work. They are like 8 hours, 12 hours outside, and they don't really watch porn at this time. But suddenly you're gonna go home, and in the evening or in the morning when you wake up, you will still watch porn to compensate. But it's still like in a good way. If you have a big urge and you don't know what to do, you can still go outside. But for the long term, it doesn't really help you that much. But still, nonetheless, do this. It's still like a useful way to kind of not get into this trap of watching in the midday or something. Second thing, hobbies. And I would put this into A tier. You know, having an obsession really can help you to channel your energy into something creative. I saw that with myself when I was doing music production. It really helped me to not watch porn. It put my mind into a different kind of state. I would think about other stuff. The reason I put this in A is it's still something that you not doing all the time. Basically, you do this for a few hours. For example, you're working on a project, you're doing YouTube videos, or you doing some kind of art or something, and then you stop, and then your mind is wandering again, and then you're still gonna watch porn at the end of the day, but still really useful. The third thing, NoFap. Honestly, straight into D tier. NoFap, if you watch my videos, you know how I think about NoFap and theme retention and all these challenges. In my opinion, all bullshit. Don't do that. It's only for a short period of time, can give you this kind of freedom, but the moment you stop, you will end up again in the same habit cycle, and this is just a really dumb way to quit porn. There's also some misconceptions that people are talking about, for example, that you get a testosterone boost, and it's been scientifically proven that you get it only after 7 days, and then it stays stagnant. It goes back to the same level. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. You get only an energy boost. The moment you stop, you're just gonna go back into normal mode. Pretty useless. I wouldn't really recommend this. Next one, having low stress, low cortisol. This is straight into S tier. Why? Stress is one of the main triggers that's causing you to watch porn. I realized that with myself when I was at school, and I wanted to preparing for my exams, for example. And I remember I didn't know what to do. I was so stressed out, and there wasn't anything else that I could cope with that stress. So I watched porn, and I didn't know many things that would lower my stress, so I could make better decisions. Having low stress is one of the best things that you can do. I made videos about it, how you can lower your stress. There are a lot of things you can do. Very important to have low cortisol when you want to quit porn. Then good relationships, also straight into S tier. Having a good social circle, with good friends, high quality people that you can spend time with, that you can talk deeply about your problems, who won't laugh at you, who will listen to you. This is literally gold. I think this is also more important than the stress one. People watch porn because they feel they have a gap inside of themselves. They don't have the social need fulfilled. They cope with porn, with video games, with all these things, but in general they just want good people around them, and this really helps you when you know that you have people that you can talk to. So good relationships, S tier. What was that again? That was just hold it in. Without a plan, just hold it in and not thinking about it. Also straight bullshit, basically. If you don't have a plan on how to quit it, you won't really be successful. Just holding it inside of yourself doesn't make any much of a difference. You will relapse one time and go over and over again without a plan. It's worthless, basically. sorry. Now, having an accountability partner. This also straight S tier. Like how I said, with the same with good relationships. It's like having someone that you can talk to, you can call immediately when you're like, who can hype you up, who can tell you like not to do it and stuff, and you can talk about someone about your porn problem is really like gold. So if you have someone like this will help you immensely. For me, example, when I watch porn, I always like called a friend. I had like a specific one who knew about my specific problem. And this is really like helpful, straight S tier. If you have someone that you can talk to about this kind of stuff, then use it. Then staying busy. I would rank this into C tier. Like staying busy is like the same as holding it in. This is like with no plan, just doing like random bullshit just to not think about your porn problem. But in the end, there is a time where you're not gonna be busy, where you're gonna be like just like laying around, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference, and you will still like relapse in the evening or in the morning or midday, because you can't stay busy like 24/7. So I wouldn't rely on that, and it's really like complicated to stay busy all day. So yeah, C tier, I think is like a good fit. Now, identifying your triggers. This I would put into B tier. Like knowing what, like at what time, at what location you are addicted to porn. This is really helpful, like when you don't know like your pattern. You can have like a pattern recognition. The moment when you watch porn, you know when it happens. It really still won't really like change the problem, because you're still gonna be the same person. You only like know more about like this problem, where it happens, when it happens, but you still need to like change yourself, and it doesn't really do that. It just like do this one part of quitting porn where you know when it happens. Diet, I put this into A tier. Like diet's really good for like your mental health, for your stress, for like your hormones, for your health, and it's also really helpful for quitting porn. But the reason I put this into A tier, because there are still some things that are missing out on this aspect. Your social needs. When you don't have a social like life, this is like the key part of quitting porn. Then basically, you know, it's still easy, but it's really not the whole package, if you know what I mean. It still like does 80% of your mental health. When you like mentally stable, then have better decision, you are aware of what you're doing. It's easier to say no to watching porn. Okay, now going on to blockers. And this is, I would rank this on C tier. This is basically, it can change like for a short period of time when you don't watch it, but let's be honest, how many times you are blocked like a specific website and then got back to it again. So I wouldn't rely on that. This is basically like easy to get over it. There's not like a big gap for you to be in. Porn blockers aren't really like that effective, only like for a week or something. But then you're gonna go back to this website over and over again. So don't rely on that. So C tier. Okay, now self-image. This also an S tier, because the thing, when you view yourself in a specific way, this is the way that you will behave also. So if you like see yourself as a porn addict or like someone who is addicted, then you will automatically look for this kind of approval that you, in terms of like watching porn, that you will watch over and over again. So it's proof that you see yourself that way, that it is like this way. If you have like a different self-image, for example, that you are not someone who's watching porn, then you will also automatically do the other habits that are helping you to not be in the state. Self-image, really important. I think it's also, I would like put it in the first place. Work on that first and the other ones will come. It also helped me personally, like this is the first thing that I did is fixing my self-image, and then the other like habits would come. And now the last thing is tapping without porn. Do this into basically D tier. It's cool for a short period of time, but it doesn't really move the needle, because in the end you will still gonna watch porn and not really quit it. You only restrict yourself somehow. Yeah, don't do that. I tried it myself and failed miserably. Like I tried it a lot of times because I really believed in that kind of method, but it didn't really work for me. So don't do that. Focus on the ones more above and you will easily quit porn. Again, if you in the same situation, you are addicted for years, don't know how to stop, then again, click the link down below, German community. See you in the next video. Bye.